one.
Welcome, everybody, to Sunday Night Live. We have a special event tonight. We're going to be talking about attraction marketing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over a few key points as well as show you with a vision with James' screen tonight. He's going to go over a couple profiles, and we're going to basically show the things that I look for. And as well as James got started with attraction marketing. He's doing a great job with it as well. So we're going to show y'all what we're looking for before we start adding random people for us to start communicating with, engage in conversations. So basically what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go over 6 things I'll look for on a profile. The first thing is going to be that big border, that big picture in the back where James says everyone can tell you the risk, an entrepreneur can see the reward. So that's the first thing I'm looking at. And what I'm looking for is either something positive or something neutral. Like, for example, mine, I have a sky of like a skyline of buildings. James has a quote. So James has something positive, I have something neutral. So basically there's no negative image in this picture. It checks off for me. The second thing I'll look for is going to be your profile picture. Now, what I'll look for in a profile is just that person. I don't look to see if they have a picture of their truck or a picture of their four-wheeler. If it's a couple in the picture, I only look for people who have just their photo. And basically, what I look for in people is the same thing I do as well. If they have 2 people in the picture, if they have something that's not picture of them, it is okay. But if they join, that's something you could talk about on just having their picture. Now, the reason being is people want to see your picture. They want to see who they're talking to. So if you have a picture of anything besides yourself, that person can possibly not take you serious because you don't even have a picture of yourself on your photo. Second thing is if you have you and your wife, you and your husband, 2 people, what's bad about this is you need names like Taylor. Taylor is a guy or a girl. And if you have a guy and a girl in a picture named Taylor, you don't know who you're talking to. And this is something based on your profile. That's why I only have a picture of me. And, they know who they're talking to. I don't have a second person in the picture. I don't have, a picture of just some random picture. And this is something you have to duplicate in your team because you wouldn't want people on your team to have, 2 people in the picture with a uni name. And then when people come into them, they could possibly not take them serious because of the fact that they don't even know who they're talking to. They don't know if they're approaching a man or a woman. Gets confusing. So that's number 2, the picture. I'll make sure it's a professional picture. Here you got James by himself, looks professional, clean haircut, good to go. It's checked off. So the second thing I'm gonna look for is the intro or the bio, and I read that. And a lot of times it says self-employed there. A lot of times it says entrepreneur, because I'm looking for what's called the target marketing, which is entrepreneurs, positive people, people who's already had the mindset in network marketing or just entrepreneurship itself. So I always read the bio, and that also tells me a lot of information there. Second, that's the third thing. I'm sorry. So the fourth thing, scroll up a little bit, James. Oh, I'm sorry, down. So, wait, go back up. I'm sorry. One more thing. I'll look to see where they're from. And right here, I don't think James has this, unless it's the fact that he's on his own profile. I'll make sure they're in either North America or they're in Europe. A lot of people I come across is in Australia. I don't add those people, even if they're in network marketing, because I'm trying to build up, an audience that I can talk to today. There's feedback, James. Is that somebody unmuted? Okay, sounds like it got quiet. Okay, scroll some more, James. So that's number 4. Keep scrolling. Number 5, I'm going to look at the friend count. If it's a small number, I normally don't add them because this is for future, basically a future thing for that person themselves. If they have 100, 200, 300 friends, then they don't have a big market to start moving towards. And, it could be, I hate to say it, but it could be a waste of time talking to them. If I see someone at 1,000 on up, I'm definitely going to add them because they have a lot of people they can talk to. And they possibly can have a lot of people with the same mindset that they're in, which they're checking off as we go. You know, I'm checking the picture, I'm checking the background picture, I'm checking their bio, I'm checking their friend count. Now scroll, James. Let's see. Scroll the other way. Keep going.
Hold on, I want to add something before we get past this.
Okay, go ahead.
So my account before, I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. I had a lot of things like this in there. You kind of want to stay away from this. You want to keep it professional. You want to keep it non-religious, non-political, because it'll attract people. You know, only a certain type of people, like people that are political, and they'll start arguing with you on your posts or things like that. And that brings a bad taste to people's mouths, and they don't want to see that. So
And
it's just something I wanted to bring up.
the biggest thing is because everyone has their own opinion according to a wide spread of different things that people believe. And in business, you don't want to separate. You don't want to separate, you know, different politics and different religions and, you know, all these different categories that people have their own beliefs in. You don't want to bring that into business. The thing I say is make a second profile. It's okay to have your personal profile posting all your personal information, your thoughts and ideas and beliefs, but it's also great to have a second one and start building that one up and strictly have that for business. Because one thing is not only that, when you're posting content and you're also posting personal stuff, people will have to scroll through all your personal stuff to get to the content. So if you have 2 different Facebook pages, you can have one for all your personal information, everything you want to post on there. When they go on your profile, it's strictly content. Whether you're talking about the business, you know, the perks of being in the business, the wholesale products, whether you're talking about, you know, motivation or positive quotes, they're all getting positive information and content on this page. So it is good to have, you know, a separate page just strictly for business. So let's see, scroll back up, James, or to the top of your page. Okay, so let's see. So first one, I'm gonna go over it again. The first one, you're looking at the big picture in the back. The second one, you're looking at the person's picture itself. The third one, you're gonna be looking at the intro or the bio. The fourth one, you're going to be looking at their location, which is normally where it says firefighter. Normally it's right there. The fifth one, you're going to be looking at how many friends they have. Now, the sixth one, the most important one, to determine whether or not this is going to be a person you want to talk to, is the post that they're posting itself. Are they posting positive quotes? Are they posting stuff about anything dealing with entrepreneur? Are they posting stuff about network marketing? What are they posting? When was the last time did they post? Did they post a month ago? You want to look at all the details. Not so much how many likes are they getting, because obviously that wouldn't be anything to look at, because the fact that most people don't even like people's stuff. They can look at it, they can agree with it, and they just keep moving on. So that doesn't, you know, make it not a good deal if they're not getting a lot of likes. I'm basically checking to see the content that they're posting, and I'm checking, you know, how often they post, seeing if they're active on Facebook, which is only going to set them up for success whenever they're going to have to start, you know, posting their own content for others to see and work them into attraction marketing down the road. So if you want, James, you can go to my profile next. And if anyone wants us to look at theirs, feel free to drop it in the comments, and James can go ahead and pull yours up. All right. So 6 things. First thing I'm looking at is the background picture. It's a neutral picture, shows nothing negative. It's just the city of Baton Rouge. Second thing is a picture of me and just me in the picture. Then the bio checks out. Looks very looks like leadership that I'm putting out there. Next one is 1, 2, 3. The fourth one shows my location, shows a little bit more information. It shows my Instagram, our YouTube. If anyone wants to jump on board and subscribe to YouTube, you can actually just go right on my profile and click the YouTube link. Straight to it. It's got our Facebook group on there, and it's also got my website that's on there. And check out what we are actually doing, where they don't really have to even ask me if they just jump on my profile, which they're gonna do. That's a big thing for you to know, is when you're starting to add people and build up your traction marketing, they're gonna go to your profile. They're not gonna just blindly add you. They're gonna go to your profile. They're gonna look. They're gonna check you out. They're gonna see what you're about, and then they're gonna decide whether or not they add you or not. So next thing I'm gonna look at is the friend count, which this is one of my new profiles. So I only have like 500 friends, but that would check out. And then the next thing I'll do is start looking at the content. So scroll back to the top, or yeah, the top of the menu. Okay, so here it is. You know, I'm posting about the Sunday Night Live, which is information. Keep scrolling. I'm talking about the product. Keep scrolling. This is actually a buddy from Australia who's waiting to join us. He, you know, tells me what goes on in Australia. And actually, this is talking about, you know, they're starting to legalize out there. And he thinks CBD is going to be the next thing that's going to be legalized. And which we don't know when we're going to be in Australia as far as CTFO. Keep scrolling. Scroll some more, James. No, keep scrolling. That's just a side gig. Keep scrolling. The corporate call. Founders. Keep scrolling. This is basically a motivation post. Keep scrolling. This is talking about the products, how we can help people. So basically everything you're going to see on my profile is going to be strictly about either network marketing, motivating somebody. You know, someone could be having a bad day. They come across my profile, puts a smile on their face. You know, that builds a relationship right there by itself. And, you know, basically content, positive things, motivation. This is the type of stuff people want to look at. And I actually kind of went over all these reviews and whatnot, and I actually looked at my likes, and actually the highest like thing on my page is actually the motivation. So that's actually a good thing to know. So if you bring in enough motivation, like positive quotes, it'll get people to your profile. That's the highest thing that I have that people are interested in, is just the stuff I post that's motivation. I didn't see anyone in the comments. I don't want to go to anyone's profile without their permission. So if no one respond, what about Ashley, James?
She says probably not a good example.
Okay. Well, let's look at it. That's actually a good example if it's not a good example, if she's okay with it.
Yep. All right, hold on.
All right. So first thing I'm checking out is the background picture. That's neutral. Doesn't show anything negative. It's just a neutral sunset. Next thing I'm looking for is the picture itself. Just Ashley's in the picture. That also checks out. The bio, positive, that checks out. But I don't know where Ashley's from. So right now I'm leaving her profile. I don't know where she's from. I don't know if she's from, you know, North America, Europe, Asia, Australia, I'm leaving. I'm out. But that's a good thing. That's a good thing because I want to show everyone what I'm looking for. So I'm looking at the friends, 600 friends. That's over 500 friends. That checks out. So basically, the only thing I see is I don't see the location, but the top picture checks out. Her picture checks out. Her friends check. There's just no location. The profile itself. If you want to scroll a bit, James, you don't have to do many, just a couple.
This is actually a very good video right here.
Okay, that's enough. So that was a positive quote in there, and the rest. So post it in the group first when we're done the call. So I got disconnected. Okay, so overall, everything checks out with Ashley except the location would have turned me away, and on content. Other than that, everything would have checked out. Of building yourself a second Facebook. Therefore, you don't have to start deleting stuff. I know when James started doing attraction marketing, he just started deleting everything off his profile and start rebuilding it for content. But those are three great examples to show. And if you have any questions, you can always, post it in the group chat and we can definitely help you change your profile or get you a new one and show you how to build it up. But these are things that I look for as far as, whether or not I'm going to add somebody or not. And these are also the things that I follow myself. I do exactly what I look for in people. Now, as far as, let's see if I can pull a couple up real quick. Once I go ahead, I'm actually read my icebreaker to you. Once I go ahead and start adding people, I'll send them a personal message as soon as they add me. And if I add them and they add me back, or if they add me, either way, there is a different message I send those two different types of people. If I send the request and they add me, I'm going to send them a quick little message. I'm not going to be detailed. I'm just going to build their curiosity. So I'll put, hey, the prospect's first name and first name only. I'll tell them, thanks for the connection. I'm in the process of expanding my online health and wellness business. I'm growing my audience with like-minded, positive, and motivated individuals. That's all I post. And I didn't tell them anything. They know that I'm working on building a business. They know I'm in health and wellness. But other than that, they don't have a clue what's going on. If you give them too much information and they figure it out right away, they probably won't text you back. They probably won't remessage you. If you spark their interest and not give them enough information, there's a good chance they're going to, remessage you or message you back. For example, this one, I sent it out. They responded with a little voice call, and basically want more information, how long I've been in it and, how business is gone. They responded back to me. I don't know the person, but they responded back to me. Recently had a person who looked at the content from probably between a month to 2 months ago. They were interested in a certain product for CBD. And about a month to 2 months later, they personally messaged me. I never spoke to them directly, but they've been looking on my profile. They will look on your profile. They will check what you're posting. And just because they don't like it doesn't mean they didn't see it. Well, this person came back between a month to 2 months for more information, and they signed up last night. Let's see if I can get a couple more examples. This person here, I sent the same message I read to y'all earlier. They put, you're welcome, send me the link. I'll just go through a couple of them real quick for y'all just to show y'all. This person thumbs up my icebreaker. Let's see who else. Let me see if I can just find a couple of responses for y'all. And all this is planting seeds. I don't expect anyone to sign up right away. I expect for them to actually not sign up right away, do their research about CTFO, about CBD. People don't jump instantly. They're going to wait a bit and then they're going to come back. This person thumbs up the message. Let's see what else we have. This person said, perfect. They're in the process of opening up an organic healthcare that's online. And they basically started talking about the products. And then I started, talking about the products that we have so that we can basically see if she's missing anything that she doesn't have that she can get from us. Recently I had one, it was a person from Florida who was in the pet care department, and they was actually getting a business in New York. And they said once they get all that established, they're going to get back with me and take a look at the pet products. But every time someone responds, it's never anything negative. Sometimes it's neutral. And for neutral, I'll say that's a thumbs up. That's maybe them saying cool, maybe them saying awesome. And other than that, it's all positive. It's people that want more information. It's people who are interested. It's people who want to see a link, see a video. It's never anything negative, because the fact that when I'm adding people, I'm looking over their profile. I'm making sure that they're somewhere in the ballpark of entrepreneur or network marketing. Now, if I were just to add anybody, you're going to get a bunch of negative responses. The pyramid schemes are going to pop up. The Ponzi schemes are going to pop up. The person on top makes all the money is going to pop up. That's why I go through profiles and I look and I make sure that there's somewhere in that ballpark of a person who knows a little bit about network marketing, or if they know anything dealing with business, they have a better chance of, or you would have a better chance on skipping over all that, the silly stuff, and get straight down to business. The last thing I want to talk about is actually following people. This is another good thing to do to create your traction marketing, to start gaining momentum. Go to well-known entrepreneurs, whether, it could be Dan Lok, Gary Vee, Les Brown. It could be any of these well-known entrepreneurs. And what you want to do is go through their profile and find pictures or videos of them with they can have thousands of likes on that picture. When you click the likes, it's going to show all the people who liked it. And on the side, it's going to say either request friend request, or it's going to say follow them, or it's going to be blank. Just follow 50 people a day if you can. But you want to pull people from the targeted marketing, which is going to be network marketers. It's going to be entrepreneurs. So when you go into these big names, all the entrepreneurs and network marketers are following these big names, and you can just follow all these people. You can do however many you want a day, 10 a day, 20 a day, 50 a day. You can do it every day, every other day, whenever you have time. But what's going to happen is when you're posting that content, you're building up your page, you're branding yourself, all the people that you're following, they're going to be able to see what you're posting. So that brings you another stream of people to look at what you have going on, besides the fact that, you're going out there and you're looking through people's profiles and seeing who checks out, add them as a friend, get them in a conversation right away, start engaging it. And both of these ways, what's going to happen is you're going to be planting seeds both of these ways. They might not sign up right away, but they're going to be thinking about it. And whenever they think about it, they're going to come back to you. Good chance they're going to come back to you because you already broke the ice with them. You already built a relationship. You built that rapport. You kept them up to date. You gave them the information, whether it was a video, whether it was some photos of the products with a little description on it like CTFO puts out. But basically all we're doing is starting the momentum of attraction marketing. It's just getting the tires turning. And once they start turning, you're going to start building more and more audience. And not only the people you're adding and following, those people are going to, if they get involved, they still have their friends that they can get involved, and that's when you're looking at that 500 on up on friends that they have on their profile, because all those people are going to eventually get CTFO to be shown to them. So that's kind of why I want to see a pretty large amount of friends for each person, because it's just going to spread that much quicker. And then from there, it's just going to be to the next person, to the next person, to the next person, so far and so out. And one thing is, normally where I get all my friends, all the friend requests I put out, I just go to my suggested friends. That's one place that you can just get a row of people, and I click, I look, I add, or I just, delete them off the suggested friends and go to the next person. That's normally how I get people. That's normally, where I find the people that I add as friends. You can also go to like local areas, like on Facebook, you could type in your city and pull people from your city and just go through their profiles. It doesn't matter really where you get them from, as long as they check out. Look over the 6 steps, look over that big picture, look over their picture, look over their bio, look over where they're from, look at their friends, and finally, but not least, look over their content. What are they posting? How often are they posting? Are they posting, negative stuff? Or are they posting positive stuff? And that's going to give you that. It's going to give you that description of them. It's going to give you whether or not you're going to choose them or not, and then you just move on to the next one. As soon as they send that friend request over and they're your friend, send them out the message. You have anything else, James?
No, you pretty much covered it all. So what I usually do is I do have some friend suggestions that have turned out, a few people I talk to almost on a daily basis. But I go up here, I just type in entrepreneurs up here, click people, and some of you saw me going through it. Like you pick a couple, and I mean you're gonna come down here. This all checks out, but look, 43 friends. So you want to bypass that one.
Correct.
Then this one down here.
Because the thing is, once you add them as a friend and, they have that low friend count, their warm market's not that big. We have people with 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 friends, and look how fast the warm market dried up.
Yep.
Look how fast the warm market dried up with thousands of friends. We could dry 43 friends up in one day. So, and then what's going to happen is they're going to get discouraged. They're going to see no movement. They're going to see no results. They're going to quit. So basically all I'm trying to do is help everybody, not waste time.
Yeah. Here's another example. No picture here. Does have their location. Over 1,000 friends, almost 2,000 friends. But if you go through some of the posts, it's not really business minded. I mean, a little bit, and they have some posts here where people have engaged with them, but there's not a lot of activity.
So I would skip.
Yeah,
I wouldn't add. Let's do one more example, and then we'll open up we'll unmute, and if there's any questions, we can answer them.
All right.
But let's do one more. Pick another random person.
On here?
Yeah, anybody.
Let's go down to the bottom.
And one good thing about this is when you start adding people, with like-minded of you, they're business-minded, your suggested friends are going to start changing, because you're going to start getting more like-minded individuals in your suggested friends, and less, of people that you weaned out for the first couple of, weeks or so. So let's see. Okay. Is this Bill Gates? The Entrepreneur Digest. I don't think that's a real person. I think that's like
definitely not. So let's see. Okay, this has a picture. Could be a real person. There's no background. Only 48 friends. I'm trying to find a good one.
And all those details count. That background. I don't know many people who doesn't have a background. That seems a little skeptical to me.
Okay, I don't know what this is about, but it's not really negative. So, and they have a lot in their bio, which is good. And over 1,000 friends. So then you go and you look at their posts. Okay, it's in a different language, but you get the picture.
Where are they from?
I thought it said They're from Chile, but they live in New Jersey.
Okay.
So it looks like they have some good info.
Now, one thing with that is their warm market lives in Chile. Their
Yes.
family and friends live in Chile.
Yep.
So I would bypass. I would
Yep.
skip. Like I'm trying to make it to where, I get to the point when I'm about to have a conversation with them, it's 50-50. Like everything checked out for the first 50, the other 50 is them saying yes. I don't want to be on like a 25-75 chance. So let's
There
see.
we
That's
go.
true.
Let's try this one. Investing.
So
Okay.
that checks out. Picture checks out. Or do they have a location?
No.
So I don't check out. And the reason why is because you don't want to build a relationship, build rapport for, say 10, 20, 30 minutes, and then figure out they're not even in our market. Now you wasted your time.
So we could do this. Well, this guy has a lot of followers, so let's see. All right, there's
That's positive.
good.
The
Good
picture's
pictures.
positive.
Definitely a lot of
Location.
info. Okay, so from Sweden, lives in Gothenburg.
I believe we're actually in Sweden, if I'm not mistaken.
I think
So,
so.
so this guy right here is in network marketing.
Yep. And over 2,000 friends. And it looks like, they got a lot of good info.
Yep, he's in Forex. He's in cryptocurrency.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that, but
So basically, this guy right here would be, a good person to talk to, but depending on how tied up he is in the crypto world. Now, you can add a person like this and talk to them, and they might just want the product. You might find out, they don't want to build a business because they're already building a business, but they're at least open-minded to try a product. They might already have CBD because, they might work long hours and, they need energy. We got an energy product for them. But if I see someone like this person's a good example. If I see someone who's like really into their own business, I personally skip, but I wouldn't tell you to skip that because that could be, the person you've been looking for.
I actually sent them a friend request.
There you go. And that's not a problem.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
don't
a
know
problem
when.
at all.
Must have been a while ago. Let's check this one out.
Top's good. Picture's good.
Yep. Got a lot of info from Arizona.
That's good.
Good. There we go. Oh, one mutual friend. Oh, Frank Andrews. This is one of the guys I talk to a lot.
Yeah, I'm his friend too. It's good.
Yep.
He's a good entrepreneur as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, so this guy would definitely check out.
So this is what I'm gonna do.
And then as soon as as soon as you get notified that they added you, that's when you want to send that icebreaker on the text message. I can text mine out for y'all in the group. Y'all can change it how y'all want. But the biggest thing is put enough to make them curious and want to find out more, but don't put too much to where they can figure it out, right away. And then if they go to your profile, they'll probably be able to figure out if they go to your profile and you already built your profile. But then, they're reading information. They're seeing how active you are. They're seeing, you're posting content. You're a leader in your business. They want to talk to you. They don't want to talk to someone who they're going to go to their profile and it's just blank. There's nothing there. There's nothing exciting. There's no information. They're going to be like, okay, this person's not even going to help me if I even get involved with this. So that's basically, where I'm trying to help, everyone else get to branding yourself. Brand yourself and adding the right people and get into that conversation. And from there, the conversation is either go good or bad. And not so much bad, just the fact that, they might not sign up. But I get in a lot of conversations and, people, they start asking, how it is in Louisiana. They start asking questions about this. All I'm doing is building rapport. I'm getting to where they're on the same level as me as confident. And then if they decide to go for it, they're in.
All
They're
right.
signed up. Go ahead.
So see, he already checked my profile out.
He already added you.
I just got a notification that he liked my
You
photo.
see? Now that
And
photo.
there he goes. He just accepted.
Now that photo wouldn't have been something neutral or positive. He would have had. He may have had a different thought. And that's all. That's all I'm trying to get across to everybody. You know, you have to brand yourself. Like kind of like one of the most popular stores that you have in your city. Nobody in that store talks to people. Nobody in that store, you know, tries to get people in. They send an ad out, you know, they'd run a TV commercial, and people see it, and then they go buy stuff from that store. That's attraction marketing. They're
Mhm.
not really doing any footwork or talking to people. They're just putting it out there, just like we're putting it out there. People see it, and then they make their own decision to go to that store and buy their products. That's all we're doing. All we're doing is opening up a door for people to walk through and, you know, try our products.
Yep.